here, mom of 3 and founder of ihelpmoms.com. Thanks so much for being with us today. If you're like me, we all see those perfect family photos on Facebook, and we see those moms that seem to have it all together. But I'm wondering, what the heck is really going on in motherhood? So at ihelpmoms.com, we love telling the truth and connecting with amazing family experts like Dr. Vivian Keeler, who is a renowned worldwide speaker, a HypnoBirth educator, a doula, and a doctor of chiropractic, a true legacy for women and mothers in birth. So I'm so glad she's here with us today. And today we're going to talk about HypnoBirth. And, you know, when I had my first daughter, Dr. Vivian very gently suggested that I try it. And I said, no, I've read all the books and I feel really excited about this. Big mistake. I definitely should have done HypnoBirth, and we'll get into why. But everything happens for a reason, so it's okay. Now, with my second daughter, I did take the time to take the 5 HypnoBirth classes to really invest the energy and the learning into what HypnoBirth was, and it changed my life. I didn't push my daughter out. I didn't feel pain, and I'm honestly telling the truth. This may not happen for every woman, but it was the most easy, peaceful birth, and I cannot wait to give birth to my 3rd one. And I'm doing HypnoBirth yet again because I want a great experience. So I want to talk about, what is HypnoBirth? Was it hypnotizing me, or what was it? Let's talk about it.
Well, hypnobirthing is a childbirth education method that's designed to help women connect with their birthing instincts, to relax, to work with their bodies instead of fighting their way through labor and struggling and sometimes suffering. So it's a very well thought out method of deep relaxation, education, breathing, visualization, affirmations. It's really getting into the positive mindset and learning to relax and work with your body, what nature already provided you with.
Yeah, it's almost so simple that people just overlook it, which is incredible. And one of the points that I want to bring up that we were talking about is, it doesn't matter if you're doing a home birth, if you're at a birth center, or if you're at a hospital. This is something that can benefit all moms, all families, and all babies greatly. So I want to talk about the science of HypnoBirth and why it's such an effective method for having a beautiful, empowering birth experience.
Well, it's all about the uterus. And, you know, as women, most of us really don't even understand how the uterus works during labor. But the uterus is a set of birthing muscles, basically. And when a woman is relaxed, they work harmoniously and smoothly, and her body opens and she births with ease. But when a woman is really afraid and in a high stress environment or a high anxiety environment, it affects the way her body works and changes the physiology of the uterus. And then it becomes more difficult and painful, and, you know, what we typically see on TV as what birth is. I'm here to tell you that birth doesn't have to, I don't have to tell you because you guys experience it, but birth doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah.
Normal birth is beautiful and empowering, and that's what we want women to experience, to learn to connect with what nature has already provided them so that they can work with their bodies and birth the way they desire, whatever that is.
I love it. And I always say that HypnoBirth is something that you have everything to gain from and nothing to lose from. But I also learned, you know, the first time that I gave birth, it was very difficult and I pushed and it was just not the experience I wanted because I didn't invest the time in actually doing the HypnoBirth classes. And the second time around, I really took the time to read the book, do the affirmations daily, listen to that CD, and it was an absolutely amazing birth experience. I am so excited that I got to experience something so peaceful, so calm, and so easy thanks to your work. So let's talk, just to close out here, about why it's so important that the husbands also understand HypnoBirth and how having a husband engaged in HypnoBirth classes and really supporting us can make a huge difference in the type of birth you have.
Oh, absolutely, because really the whole premise behind hypnobirthing is we want you to birth surrounded by love instead of fear.
Awesome.
And so if your partner can also be calm and relaxed and understand what's happening and work with you to support you, then it's a beautiful experience. There's just so much more to giving birth than just getting the baby out.
Yeah.
That emotional connection and that spiritual connection between each other and your baby is really empowering and amazing, and that's what we want for women, is to have the births that they desire, and this is a way to get it.
That's amazing. In closing, you know, it just makes me think about with my first daughter, I really had a hard birth and I was not in the empowered, educated state that I probably should have been through using a doula, using HypnoBirth, and some of the wide variety of resources that ihelpmoms.com has. And I didn't bond right away with my daughter, to be honest with you. And then with my second daughter doing a HypnoBirth, it was immediate. She didn't cry when she came out. It was so peaceful. It was so beautiful. And I am so close in that bond from the moment she was born, thanks to that.
That's
so
what it's all about.
I just honestly want to encourage all women to get empowered, get educated, and that's what ihelpmoms.com is all about. Until next time, keep making motherhood easier. Bye-bye.
Bye.